Hello everyone, the website I have is Problem Addict. As you can see, this is the URL up here. There's some extra added on stuff right here, but just problemaddict.com. The kind of the summary of this website is to really provide more questions for students to answer and also make it easier on teachers to make those worksheets. You can actually create PDFs and or may even make tests and quizzes for students to take, and I'll run through that a little bit later on about how to do that. So lots of different things going on in the Problem Addict. I think for teachers it's super helpful to be able to make different questions or tests or quizzes using these problems. So once again, probably more for teachers, but I think students could use this as well. If they wanted to get any more help on a certain section, because they actually organize their questions by section. So let's go into let's do the state assessments, and then let's go to mathematics, number and operations. So you can see all these different things. They organize them this way. Fractions, mixed numbers. So there's just a few. There's even some tests here. So you can go to Ohio, achievement assessments from all the way, high school graduation tests, OGTs. So, and that's one way they organized it. Another way they organized it is by this. So you can go, they organize it by places. So New York, Common Core, Texas, Virginia, Oklahoma. So let's click on Common Core. So they organize it by grade and some of the learning targets per grade. So that's super helpful as well. So let's go ahead and make a PDF. So I will go to create here, and so I name my document Common Core High School. If you really want to be accurate, you can also go to here, and you can actually let's go to Common Core again. So there's all these things, and you actually can rename your document. So I'll just put CC Math for Common Core Math. So and right now I have 5 problems in it, but I'll add a couple more. So let's go to let's go to high school. Let's go explain each step in solving an equation, simple equation. So let's add these two. So it's basically that simple. And once again, you see all these different problems here that they have. The list goes on and on and on. So you really have a plethora amount of problems to choose from, and it's just a click of a mouse to add them. So then what you do once you have your 2 problems that you want, or you can make a whole sheet if you want of just a certain type of problem. Maybe you want like a full worksheet of explaining each step in solving a simple equation. So the one you do is then you go back to arrange. And in arrange you can choose, these are some I've already chosen before. These are our 2 new ones I just added. But what you can do is you can make it into a grid, you can make it into a list just to kind of see what they are. Excuse me, and then you can go into format. So you can format it however you like. So you can do 2 columns, you can do overheads, you can do flashcards if you want. I'll do 2 columns, I like that. You can change the header, you can change the font, the multiple choice, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Well, then what you do is then you click Make PDF, and then it says you're going to format it. So you gotta wait a little bit for load. So now it has all my problems that I had, all 7 of them. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And in addition to getting all the problems in a nice PDF format, nice and clean, they also actually give you the answer sheet as well. And so in addition to that answer sheet, I don't know if you guys can see, I'll zoom in a little bit. It gives you the answer and also the objective. So you see I got like a 7th grade one, right? 7th grade SP, eighth geometry. So it actually tells you what the objective is, which standard of Common Core that is. So I think that's really nice too. If you really want to focus on a certain one, you can do that as well. So you can download the PDF just by click of a button. Wait for it to download. It'll show up in this lower left-hand corner right here. Here's CC Math. So you can pull it up. Boom. There you go. Here's CC Math right here. So nice and clean. Look at that. There you can see the objectives a little better now. So that's nice. And then you also can share with your students. So you can share the PDF with them. So it gives you a link, which you can just copy paste, send out an email to your students, whatever you want to do. Then you can also export it. So basically kind of same thing, but I think this will, so here you go, right here. So you can send it, and you can do it in a PowerPoint. You can make it a quiz. So that's nice too. And then here you can actually score it. So you can do however you want to do right there. So we'll actually score it for you. So I think this website is super awesome. I think it's super helpful. Early on when I first started playing around with it was a little tough to navigate and figure out. But as I started going along with it a little more, it started getting a lot easier to do. So I would say it is easy to navigate. My favorite feature is probably being able to make PDF files and just download them, and how they make it for you. And especially because you actually can pick the problems that you really want your students to focus on. So it's really catering to your students and not just, let's do this because I think this would be good. But no, it's like, I know that they really struggle. Let's say my students really struggle with sketching or rotating reflections and translation. So I can go there and I have all these different problems for rotations, reflections, and translations. If I were to change something about this website, I would say make it a little more warm and inviting. It's kind of bland. I know that's kind of nitpicky a little bit. Excuse me, but it's not really interesting, but it is useful. I would say the use of it is a lot better than what it looks like, to put it plainly. And finally, I think this is definitely useful for teachers. I think any teacher who needs help making problems, making quizzes, making worksheets for their students can definitely do that. They don't just have math, they have science and social studies as well. So, I mean, very, very useful for teachers to use this website. I love it. So that is Problematic. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.